Hey everyone, Kili and Mike here with Long Range with the Lilies. Welcome back. This is part 2 of day 2 of the National Rifle League match at Rock Lake Rifle Range. And without further ado, here we go.
Hey, Stu, do you understand the course of fire?
2, 2, 2, 2.
Right, and you understand the order, right?
Low,
Yep.
close, left, right.
Yep. Time starts now. Impact! 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 Impact!
Nice correction, Mike.
All right, so there you have it. There's stage 1 circles, shmurkels. How did you do?
It went pretty well for me. I only ended up dropping one, as the video showed. I did get a little scolding from Crystal about touching the prop. She runs a tight ship there.
She does.
But no, after starting out kind of mediocre on the day, we got in the pickup truck. Thank you, Rob, for giving us a ride down to the base of the range. That would have been quite the walk.
Long walk.
Yeah, so no, it started good. I felt like I was kind of getting back into my mojo a little bit.
Yeah, same thing for me. I only dropped 2 on that stage, so I was feeling pretty good. I was happy with that, even though I had some very meticulous stage prep, so I would like to think that my stage went well because of that.
All right, guys, here's stage 2, long bombs.
Alright, we're on glass.
All right, I'm ready.
Time starts now. Impact! Impact! I think that was an impact. What's that? I think so. I saw the plate move and it feels like. Impact. Impact.
Okay, stage 2, long bomb. As you can see, that one did not go super great for me. It really broke my streak. On this one, we had some skyline targets. One of them was at 10:53 and their mirage was picking up, so it was really difficult to see the third target. I did not do so great on the first two, and just it was overall not a great stage for me.
Yeah, pretty tough stage. I ended up dropping 1 on it. The wind held pretty consistently for me. The wind had picked up at this point in the day, and we're up to like 18 miles an hour wind.
Yeah.
All 3 targets were past 900 yards, so it was a pretty challenging stage. Not a lot of feedback with the little 6mm round at that distance if you miss, but like I said, I felt fortunate to get out of there with dropping 1, and again, kind of building momentum. I felt good about it.
Yeah. On to stage 3.
Mike Lilly, right?
Mike Lilly.
Start with 1-6. Trying to get all your names down.
That's all good, man.
Let's get on target. You ready?
Yep.
Time starts now. You don't think you're going to, or I'm not going to? Wrong target. Front target. So hard. Tiny. Pack.
You're 1/10 off on your wind call.
Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. Impact.
That's a pretty decent run clear.
Yeah. With the wind doing what it's doing, yeah. Went well for you there? A little above average, actually. Went well for you? Yeah.
I don't know what happened on
Do it
that
on my
first
phone,
shot.
but it helps to compare, you know?
Like it went way high.
A little sanity.
I think you might have just missed and ricocheted
Yeah, maybe.
off the edge and hit a rock and took off. So
Maybe.
clear.
Mine did one of those as well.
Yeah, because I was like, I checked my dope. I didn't miss by that much. Thank you. Thank
Oh, it
you.
was a turtle. Was it?
Hey, thanks for early.
Yeah.
Okay, stage 3, Pond Scum. Bowling pin targets that were like 2/10 wide, and the wind was varying by up to about 0.3. Super tough stage. In my opinion, probably the toughest stage of the match. Not a lot of margin for error. I ended up dropping, I think, 3. Let me check my notes here. And I think I wrote down, tiny targets and 1 bad press. So one of those was definitely on me. And what did you write down in your book?
I wrote down a big fat 0 with the frowny face. This stage was so rough for me. Typically, I have such good luck with my wind calls at Rock Lake. In this case, I think between you shooting and me shooting, just the wind changed so much. I absolutely could not catch my wind call on this. And like you said, those targets are so tiny that 1 mil margin of error and you're off the side. So It didn't matter. I switched back and forth and I just didn't hit a single thing. That was really hard for me. Big fat frowny face. I think that I caught up with you on the next stage after that, and you had a pretty all right stage. And I came up to him and he's like, "Hey babe, how did it go?" And I just smiled and told him that it was going great. I was seeing that Mike was having a really great run and I did not want to mess with his jive. Shooting with your spouse, you feed off of their emotions, and I just didn't want to mess that up for you.
Yeah, and I was appreciative of that. I could kind of tell she was lying to me a little bit, but you could tell that she just didn't want to talk about it, so I let it go. shooting with your spouse brings a lot of intangible variables into things, and you can definitely affect how your partner's shooting by your mood, your body language, how you're talking to them. I was having a pretty good match at that point, and I was just thankful that you thought of that and you didn't kind of dump on me there. So thanks for that.
You're welcome, babe.
All right, so moving on to the next stage. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna want your
Take your time. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be helpful.
You walk around deaf like me the rest of your life. Okay, shooter ready?
Yep.
Engage.
He's the guy that does this with his skeleton. Oh.
Impact.
Yeah.
Impact. Impact.
I love you too.
Impact. Impact. Ooh, good catch. Impact. 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 Impact.
Nice run, babe.
Top of the spinner directly below the tree.
Nice run. I got it. Oh, so what are you doing?
We've had thinner hits than that one too, where it's just like splits off the side of it.
One
Oh,
off.
okay. And then is it the square?
Nice run, Mike.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for our win, gents.
Hey, you're welcome anytime.
Okay, the next stage was the spinner. Actually a tougher stage. So you had to shoot the top of the spinner twice in a row. So you'd shoot it first, it would start moving, and then you had to get that second engagement. A lot of guys were hitting it on the first shot and then missing it on the second.
Fast follow-up.
Yeah, so you can see in mine that I took just a little bit of a pause, and my method was I would shoot it, I would let it swing once, back, forth, and then catch it as it was coming towards me again, just letting it slow down a little bit and make it easier to hit. After you hit the spinner twice, you had to go up top. There was a square that was skylined, so if you missed, good luck figuring out where you missed, because it was just over the hill, out into the beyond, so to speak, and just no feedback whatsoever. As you can see on mine, I hit it, and then and I was a solid hit, like it was a middle hit, and then the next one was off. And I was like, oh, well, thanks. So how'd it go for you?
It went okay. I had a few misses on the spinner, but my win call was great for the square. So I'm thankful for that. I ended up with a 6 out of 10 on that one. So not terrible, but not clean.
So we had a long walk over to the next stage, Chevy, and here's how that went.
Impact. Impact.
shooting, babe.
Shooting. Got sick.
No, I mean this grass.
So no, they're probably eating. You may want to bag it.
Bye. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. Fighting the grass. Get back. Get back. No, I mean, Wyatt Ford. Get back. Get back. You're shooting. Good job. You're shooting, Michael. Thank you. Cleaned it. Way to finish, Michael. And sometimes it's happening. Well done, bro. How do you know when it's just about watching other people? Killing it today. Killing it.
Where are these targets?
Okay, so there it was, the last stage of the day. How'd it go for you?
It went okay. I got a 6 out of 8. It was the 4 bears kind of spread out, and they were pretty small. And if you didn't have a good reference point for where they were with the naked eye, good luck finding them. But overall, like I said, 6 out of 8. I only dropped 2, so I was really just happy to be done with the day, doing my best to support you at that point because I knew that you were tearing it up. What about you?
Yeah, so I ended up cleaning it, finishing strong. As you could see, like Kili said, I kind of was a little unsure on target 3 whether I was actually aiming at target 3, so I ended up going back to target 2 and then tracking over just to make sure I had the right target. Just taking an extra second, and I'm super glad I did because, you know, even though I was on the right target, I've definitely made that mistake before and been on the wrong target and not double checked it. So I ended up cleaning it, finishing strong. You can see a little fist pump there. I was pretty pleased. I think anytime you're shooting well, you just want to get that last stage in the book so you can relax and kind of calm down, and I definitely felt good about that. So went to the closing ceremonies. Ended up being a little bit of a kind of a messy situation there. I ended up getting called forward for the 4th place trophy, and then there was some discussion, and then that 4th place trophy was rightfully presented to Morgan King, who apparently doesn't know how to leave a match without taking a trophy with him. But I'm really hoping rodeo season starts back up next year and that occupies him. No, we love Morgan. He's a good dude. He deserved that 4th place trophy. So then I was presented with the 5th place trophy along with the Mill LE, Top Mill LE trophy. Seth Gardner always does a fantastic job with his trophies. Ended up leaving the match, coming home and finding out that John Titone actually had beaten me on the tiebreaker, and due to a scoring error in practice score, he didn't get credit for it. It was pointed out by Billy Strachan, and so immediately I felt terrible. I felt horrible because, you know, John earned it and I ended up going home with the trophy, which isn't right. So I immediately called Travis Ishida as soon as I found out, explained the situation to him, and then called Scott Satterley and told him what was happening, and then I ended up contacting John directly and explaining to him what was going on. He kind of didn't want to take it from me. He's a good dude.
He is. He's very gracious on the phone. Like, hey man, everything is already played out. Are you sure? Like, we were all tied, and he was incredibly gracious about the whole situation, which we really appreciated. So thank you.
So I ended up just boxing it up and mailing it to him, so he is the rightful owner of that trophy. So I did end up, I want to say I called it after the match. Jake Vibbert and Scott Satterley and John Pinch and everybody was kind of hanging out waiting on the scores to come out, and they asked me where I thought I ended up, and I said, wherever the trophies end, I will be that next guy. So I just wanted to say I called it. Self-fulfilling prophecy, maybe. I don't know. But either way, overall, great match. I had a great time. I always enjoy Rock Lake. Historically, that place has been a little rough to me with winds.
Oh, yeah.
So it was really good to get out there and put in a really good, solid performance for my second top 10 finish in a row. So what were your takeaways?
Well, I did not have as great of a match this time around at Rock Lake. It was pretty much a roller coaster for me. I was either, cleaning stages or dropping one or two, or it was just like dropping the majority of the shots on that stage. But once I realized that you were really tearing it up, my focus was just, doing my thing, doing my best to support you so that you could, continue on and just do great. So
I appreciate that. And like I said, shooting with your spouse brings a lot of other things into play that other people don't have to think about. I just want to say thank you to Scott Satterley and Diana for hosting us and everybody. We had a great time out there throwing the bags, playing cornhole, playing dominoes, Mexican train. And we want to give a special thanks to Aiden, our camera guy, for hanging in there all weekend and being a great sport, even when Janae was just absolutely making that kid blush.
He deserved it.
He did not know how to react to her, and it was awesome to watch, and it was great for his development. So thanks, Janae. And thanks for everybody for watching. If you like our stuff, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And Babe, did you want to say anything else?
No, that's it. Again, thank you guys. We really appreciate your support. Feel free to like and share.
All right, thanks guys.